Hello, good morning, children. Now let us go on with Supplementary Unit 3, Part 2. I hope you would have understood Part 1, children. Where did we stop in Part 1? Part 1 we stopped. Here we stopped, no? Enters nurse left. She is carrying a large pair of pillars. She walks across the stage and into the surgery. Man 4 groans and everyone groans after him. Woman 1 watches in horror. She stands as the nurse exits into the surgery. So woman 1, no, she's shocked seeing the nurse carrying pillars in her hand. What is a pillars, children? Pillars in the sense cutting player. The moment when she sees nurse carrying a cutting player inside the surgery room, woman 1, she is shocked to see that she thought these pillars will be used on her husband. No, it can't be true. They can't do this to Joe, not to my Joe. No, she keeps screaming. No, they can't use these pillars on my husband. She keeps shouting. Now let us continue, children. Here. Woman 2 forces woman 1 back into her seat. Children, I have already said the words that's in bracket, it is action done over the stage. So woman 2, no, forcefully she makes woman 1 to sit on a chair, but woman 1, no, she couldn't withstand all that's happening over there. She keeps standing on her, she stands from her chair, but woman 2, no, forcefully she makes her sit. There, don't upset yourself, dear. There's nothing to worry about. Woman 2, no, she calms down. She says, no problem, nothing will happen to your husband. You sit patiently. Woman 1 starts weeping and sobbing. A bit big, wasn't it? Nothing to. What they use in the olden days. I heard of a chap once, the roots of whose teeth were wrapped around his jawbones. He was 5 hours in the chair. Now, woman 1, no, she keeps weeping and sobbing. She imagines what all it's not happening inside. She imagines when nurse she carries the pillars, no, the cutting plate when she carries in her hand. Woman 1, she thinks that this cutting plate is used on Joe to pull out the tooth, and she imagines what sort of horror it have been on her husband, how much of pain he will tolerate, all unwanted things all she imagines, and she keeps sobbing over there. And woman 4, no, she says that she has heard a man, no, once his roots no, it's been wrapped inside the jar, and nearly the surgery went for 5 hours. She keeps saying of some about someone else. Then man 3, he says, none the worse for it, I'll bet. Man 3, he says, see, don't worry, nothing will happen. I bet nothing serious will happen to your husband. There is a sudden screech of metal from the surgery. Woman 1 gasps with horror and is about to make a dash for the surgery door when she is dragged back by woman 2. Man 4 groans loudly. The small boy and the little girl at the table start a fight about a magazine they both want. Woman 8 and woman 7 attempt to separate themselves. Through all this noise, woman 5 is still trying to show her photograph. This entire action, it is stated, children, what's happening over there. So what happened? Suddenly, the screech sound is heard. The metal screeching sound is heard, and woman 1, no, she gasps, what a horror thing is happening on my husband, what are they doing? No, she really wants to see what's happening inside the surgery room. She dashes in the sense she wants to open the door and get inside the surgery room, but woman 2, no, she drags her back to her seat. And man 4, no, he keeps groaning loudly. It's paining, it's pain. Already has pain in his teeth. And now, no, the pain has grown more and he keeps groaning over there. And this small boy and the little girl over there, no, they keep fighting for the magazine. Women 8 and 7, no, they attempt to separate them. To whom they are separating? One small boy and girl, they keep fighting for the magazine, no. So the mothers, they keep separating this children. And woman 5, she's not bothered what's happening over there in the clinic. She's busy trying to show her photograph to the next woman. You can just imagine this scenario, children, how it's happening, no. You can imagine yourself. Little girl, it's mine, it's mine. The small boy, no, it's mine, I saw it first. So these two children, no, they fight for one magazine. The boy says, I have seen first. The girl says that she has seen first. And that's how they fight for the magazine. Now, woman 7, sit down, Dorata, sit down and be quiet. I'll tell your daddy about this. Then there'll be trouble. Really, it's the last time I'll bring you anywhere. Now, Dorata, mother, no, she keeps shouting at her, saying, sit down, Dorata, don't fight for that one magazine. What all you do here, no, I'll tell your daddy. I'll tell him not to take you anywhere outside hereafter. See, you must understand the word, children. It's the last time I'll bring you anywhere, na. Hereafter, I'll not take you anywhere. This is the last time I've brought you here. Hereafter, I'll not take you anywhere. That's the meaning. And 6. I wish some people would keep their children under control. Woman 7. Well, really. Now, this woman 6 and 7, no, they are really vexed of all the clumsy thing that's going on in the clinic. The children, they keep fighting, and the noises from inside the surgery. And woman 1, she's shouting, screaming, what happening to her husband. Listening to all this, no, woman 1, she says, no, I hope people, they keep their children under control. And woman 7 also, she says, yes, people, they should control their children when they bring the children out, no, they must learn to control their children. She also says that. At last, the little girl and the small boy settle into their seat. They are both sulking. What do you mean by sulking, children? Sulking in the sense they are being made to sit silent. They are sad, at the same time they are made to sit silent. So finally, the girl and the boy, they settle down into their seats. There should be special waiting room for children. No, man 2, he says, children should have special waiting room. Children should not be allowed along with elder ones. No, these children, they trouble a lot. So they should have special waiting room. He says his view. The metallic screech is heard again from the surgery. Fresh sobs from woman 1. Now, so long, no, woman 1, she was sitting quiet. Once again, when the metallic screeches is heard, no, she again starts, sobbing. Woman 1, I can't stand it. Oh, Joe. No, listening to this screech sound. No, again this woman, when she starts sobbing, and she starts crying loudly. No, I cannot withstand with this sound. Oh, Joe, my pity, Joe. What's happening him inside? She keeps shouting. And man 4, no, he starts groaning. He is groaning for out of his pain. Small boy, what was that noise, mummy? Woman 8, don't ask awake word questions, Maurice. No, this boy is asking mother, oh mother, what is the sound inside? No, mother, she wants him, don't ask unwanted questions, sit down, sit quietly. She just makes the boy sit. I'll tell you, little boy, that noise was a man having a tooth out. That is how it's going to sound when you have yours out. Only much, much louder, because then it be inside your head. No, again this man 7, he says, I'll tell you, boy, because he wants the boy to sit quiet, so he's trying to threaten the boy. Man 7, he says, I'll tell you what's the sound, boy. The sound is nothing. No, the noise is... it was a man who is having a tooth out. No? Doctor is pulling out his tooth, and that is how he'll pull out your tooth also. So even you will also be shouting without tolerating the pain. You will also be shouting like this. The same way as how the man keeps shouting, you will also be shouting in the same manner. Why he is saying this? Na? He wants the boy to sit quiet. So to threaten the boy, he just says him so. Woman 6. What a thing to tell a small boy. Man 6, disgusting. Man 7, it will do the lad good. Bring him up naturally, I'll also say. Now, woman 6, no, she doesn't want to threaten threaten the boy. But man 6 and man 7, no, they think this is a way to bring the children under control. When children are not coming under control, no, we must threaten them by saying something else, and that is how we must make them sit quiet. A small boy, oh mummy, take me to school, quick, take me to school. Now listening to this man, what the man has said, the boy, he thought that is true, that is how doctor treats us. And no, all of a sudden, the one who was brave for a long time, when man has threatened him, no, now the boy started. Now the boy, he became scared, and he started saying his mother, "Mummy, take me to school. I don't want to be here. Quick, take me to school, mummy." He started grumbling to his mother. "Take you to school? What on earth do you mean?" "Oh, small boy, I haven't got toothache at all. I was only joking. I just want to get off school. Take me to school, mummy, please." "No, mummy," she started shouting. "What are you saying? How can I take you to school now?" The boy says, no, mummy, I don't have any toothache. I was just joking. For a long time I was joking, just because to get off from the school. Get off from the school, nah? I wish to bunk the school. I don't want to go to school. That is why I said I have toothache. Now I don't have any toothache, mummy. You take me to school. Please, mummy, take me to school." The boy starts crying over there. And everyone, no, they starts laughing. Because they know the man has just bluffed. He has just made fun out of the boy. And what the man has said, the boy has agreed to it. And he thought this is how doctors treat on the patient. Now the boy got scared and he starts crying. Woman 8, "I'll take you to school, all right." Saying that, woman 8 takes the small boy by the ear. She drags him out, and "I'll get the headmaster to give you a good thrashing." Now when the boy starts crying, no, woman 8, she couldn't withstand with this boy. So she takes the boy back to school. She holds the boy with his ear, pulling out his ear. She takes the boy out of the dentist, and she says, "I'll take you to headmaster. I'll tell him to thrash you nicely." Thrashing in the sense, give you good beatings. That's the meaning. Thrashing, na? Giving you good lashes, beating. Exit woman 8 and the small boy. The small boy is healing. Now, by the scene, no, woman 8 and that small boy, they come out of the dentist. Healing in the sense, shouting. The small boy, he keeps shouting over there. A little discipline. That's what he wants. Woman 5 is still showing her photograph. Now man 5, he says the boy needs little more discipline. He's not brought up in a good discipline, he says. And what all is happening over there? Woman 5, she's not bothered. She's much bothered to show her photograph to the one sitting over there. She's not bothered what's happening in the clinic. Woman 5, "This one should make quite an impression on you, dear." She keeps showing one photo after the other, and she says, "Oh dear, this photo will bring good impression on you." There's a loud hammering from the surgery. As she keeps saying this, the hammering sound becomes louder and louder. Woman 6, "Yes, it does." Enter nurse from the surgery. Dentist voice off. "Do hurry, nurse, or we'll never get this thing shift." Now dentist, he says, "Oh nurse, make it fast. No, we will not be able to finish up this. We must do it fast." Saying this, the hammering sound is becoming louder and louder. And listening to this hammering sound, people over there, they get much worried. What sound is this? Why is this hammering sound? That also from inside the surgery room. Now everyone sitting over there, they were really worried. Nurse walks across the stage and off left. Nurse keeps walking in and out of the stage, and she moves out. Man 6, "Well, really, I don't think I can wait. Are you ready?" Standing. This man 6, so long he was sitting quiet. Now he feels uncomfortable sitting for a long time. He says, "I cannot wait anymore." Saying that, he stands. Man 6, "Neither can I. I'll be very late for work." Even man, looking to that man 6, man 5 also says, "Even I cannot wait for long. I'll go late. If I wait here for a long, I'll be late for work." Saying this, they both stand, and man 5 and man 6, they exit. They leave the dentist. Even they too come out of the dentist. Now woman 6, "But surely they can't really be using those tools to take out a tooth." Now looking to this tools all, no, they keep seeing the axe blade, and hammering, cutting player, all these things looking at, no, they feel that woman 6, she says, they can't use these tools uh, on the patient. They can't use this for taking out tooth. Woman 4, you heard what the man said? Woman 6, and those men have gone too. And woman 4, no, they say, she says, you heard what the man said? And saying this, even they have left the clinic. Actually, what happened, children? All these tools, no, they thought this tools all they are using on the patient, thinking that patients they left. Cowards, every one of them. Man 7, he says, cowards, every one of them. They can't take it. Man 7, he says, all these patients are coward patient. Why do they think all unwanted thing in the mind? Why do they imagine certain things? Little girl, mummy, I was only joking about my toothache too. I haven't really got one. I was only trying to get off school. Now, little girl, no, she is already scared, and as the people they keep talking about various things, no, she becomes much scared, and she says, "Mummy, even I too don't have any toothache, mummy. I was just joking. I want to get out of the school. No, the only that is the only reason, mummy. I really don't have any toothache. I was trying to get out of the school, so I made a fun of it. I really want to go to school, mummy. Now I don't have any toothache. Come, let's go." Now, girl also started saying, "Woman 6, nonsense, Dorata. You know your tooth is as black as a kitchen range. You are only trying to get out of it." The little girl breaks into a howl. Now, the girl's mother, no, she knows the trouble what the girl has, and she says, no, Dorata mother, she says, "Look at your teeth, how black it is, like kitchen slab. No, it is like that, very dirty teeth you have. You are just trying to escape yourself, nothing doing. You have to look at the dentist." That's what mother says. "I can't stand howling children. I am off." And this girl, no, listening to her mother, girl, she starts screaming and shouting. And with that noise, no, man too, he is disturbed. He says, "Oh God, I cannot withstand this children noise." He keeps shouting over there. And he stands. Man 3, "And I can't stand them either. I'm coming with you." Now, as the man 6 and 7, when they left, no, man 3, even he stands and he says, "Even I'm coming along with you." Saying that, he stands, and man 2 and man 3, even they too exits. They leave the clinic. Woman 7, "Now see what you have done, Dorata. You have chased those men away." Little girl, they are lucky. Now, Dorata mother, she says, "See, Dorata, because of you, these 2 men, even they left. The nuisance what you have done here, they left the clinic. Because of you, they have left." Now, Dorata says, "Ma, they are lucky enough that they have left the clinic," she says. The little girl howls again. The nurse enters, this time with a hacksaw. Now, the girl, no, again she keeps shouting. Why she shouts now? Third time the nurse, she enters with the hacksaw. Hacksaw, na, you know, no children, the hacksaw blade that we cut iron rods, all we use for cutting iron rods. That is hacksaw blade. See, I'll show you in the picture. Wait, children, I am trying to show you this hacksaw blade. Children, see, you could see in the picture, this is what hacksaw blade. Okay, this hacksaw blade, no, we use for cutting any iron rods or any metal, no, any iron thing, you can just cut it. This is what hacksaw blade. Now, this time, no, the nurse, she enters with the hacksaw blade. The moment she sees the hacksaw blade, the girl is much scared again. Okay, now let us continue, children. Say, no, the little girl howls again. The nurse enters this time with Haxa. When she entered with Haxa, no, the girl, she shouts. Woman 1, oh Joe, hell, never stand it. The sounds of sawing always did put its teeth on edge. No, woman 1, after looking to the Haxa blades, no, again she starts shouting, oh no, they can't do this to my Joe. They can't use all this on my husband's tooth. No, she starts screaming. Man 7, this time the saw will be on the edge of his teeth. Woman 2, oh you horrible man. No, man 7, he makes fun saying that for sure this time, no, the saw they will use on your husband teeth. They will use it. He just makes a comment over there. And woman 2, no, she says, what a horrible man he is. Doesn't he know what to say? Because why she says this is, already woman 1 is scared and she keeps sobbing there. And when other people, they make some comment, no, she thinks that is the reality, and once again she starts crying. Man 7, can't I ever make a joke? No, man 7, he says, it's my wish, either I make a joke or not, it's my wish. Man 8, we need something to cheer us up. Woman 4, surely it's against the law for a dentist to use saw like that. Man 7, no, he says, how long we'll sit quiet? We too need some entertainment, so we made a joke. What is harm in that? And woman 8, she says, how could dentists use all this instrument on the patient? Surely they can't use this instrument on the patient. What they thought, Chiren, this hammer, this saw and the cutting plier, as the nurse, she keeps carrying this inside the surgery room. These patients, they thought all these instruments are used on the patient. The sound of the violent sawing is heard from the surgery. Man 4 groans loudly. And as they keep talking, no, now so long hammering sound was heard. Now the sawing sound is heard. Sawing sound, now when you cut any metal, no, you know that creaking sound. This sound is heard loudly. And apart from that, no, man 4, he keeps groaning loudly. The sound is heard from inside the surgery room, and outside the surgery room, man 4 is groaning with his pain. And looking to this, no, woman 1, she once again she starts shouting, oh no Joe, no Joe, she starts shouting. Woman 1 makes a dash for the door, but it prevented from opening it by woman 2 and 6. Now woman 1, no, she couldn't withstand standing over there. She dashes inside the door. She wants to get inside the surgery room, but no, she's unable to open the room because woman 2 and woman 6, no, they prevent her entering the surgery room. Now, woman 3, you really must control yourself. Woman 2, there, dear, I'm sure it's not as bad as it sounds. Woman 3 and 2, no, they try to comfort her. They say, see, what all you think, it's not true, dear. You must control yourself. The sound, what you heard, what you hear, no, you cannot imagine that to be true. You must control yourself, dear. They keep calming her. They place woman 1 back in a seat. Woman 1, I'm not waiting to find out. I have heard enough. No, woman 1, she said, no, I cannot wait anymore. I cannot withstand here. I have heard much sound. I have heard enough of sound. For sure they are using all this instrument on my husband. No, thinking that she's not getting controlled up. Woman 3, I prefer to keep my toothache. Woman 4, so do I mean to. Those peelers would never fit my mouth anyways. It's better than being murdered anyway. Now, woman 3, no, she says, rather than seeing the dentist, I prefer to be with this toothache. I don't want to get inside the surgery room. I don't want to get treatment. Woman 3, she says. And woman 4, she says, yes, me too, no. Even I don't want to get treatment. I don't want my tooth to be pulled out with these peelers. And moreover, peelers in the sense cutting pliers. Moreover, these peelers, no, this will not fit my mouth. Instead of getting killed over here, better I don't see the dentist. Woman 3 and woman 4, now they stand from the place. Exit woman 3, woman 4 and woman 6. Now woman 3, woman 4 and woman 6, now all these 3 women, they come out of the dentist. They think, no, we really don't want to see this dentist. getting ourselves in trouble instead not to see this dentist, thinking that they come out of the dental clinic. Now, man 7, just watch them go, crowd every one of them. Woman 2, it's all very well you talking this way. You don't seem to have any nerves at all. No, man 7, he's just seeing the crowd, everyone is leaving the clinic. And woman 2 also, no, she says, yes, what they say, it is true. It doesn't seem to have any nerves at all. That is, children, when you hear this sound, children, this screeching sound, all, no, it really, it creates some fear inside the patient. Man 7, this is nothing to some of the things I've heard of. I could tell you things that would make your hair stand on end. There was once. No, man 7, no, when he sees all this, he says, see, this is all nothing. I'll tell you one incident, what has happened, what he has seen. He wished to say that incident. He says, the one sitting over there in the waiting room, man 7, he says, I'll tell you one incident, friends. If you hear this incident, no, all the hair in your body will stand. It will stand. Woman 2, I'm sure we don't want to hear it. My hair is standing once end already. Woman 2, she says, I don't want to hear your story because already my hair is standing at its end. Why she says the hair is standing now? By listening to all the sounds that's happening inside the surgery room. Now see this. The sawing is heard again, even louder and harsher this time. Woman 1 wails and man 4 groans. Because as the sound is heard, children, that sawing sound, the axa blade, when you cut the axa blade on any iron rod or any iron metal, you could imagine that screeching sound, that creak sound you could hear. So when the sound is heard, it is somewhat some uncomfortable sound. This is the sound that creates irritation in our body. With this sound, automatically the hair of our body, it stands. And that's what here woman 1, it says, I don't want to listen any of your, woman 2, she says to man 7, he says, no, I wish to tell you one incident. So woman 2, she says to man 7, I don't want to listen any of your incident. Already this sound, the screeching sound that is heard out of the surgery room, it is already making my hair stand up. And this time, the sound is heard much louder. And woman 1, she wails, and man 4, it's groaning. Woman 1, she is crying still more loudly, and man 1 is groaning. The action is going more and more this time. Woman 5, don't you want to see any more of my holiday photos? Exit man 8. Now woman 5, what all is happening? Nothing. She's not at all bothered of the incident that's happening in the dental clinic. She keeps saying, would you like to see some other photos? Shall I show you some other photos? Well, really, how rude. Woman 5 moves to woman 7. Now, would you like to see some of my holiday photo? Now, woman 5, once again she goes to woman 7. So long she was troubling the other woman. Now woman 7, she goes to woman 7 and says, would you like to see some of my photo? Woman 7, well, I don't really. No, woman 7, she says, see, really, I don't like to see all this photo. Even then she's not leaving her. She says, no, don't be shy. Now this one is a bit blurred, but down in the corner, you can see my sister-in-law's little boy. No, she says, woman 5, she says, no, don't be shy, dear. I'll show you my photos. You will enjoy. It's a bit blurred in the sense the photos is not clear, but even then you will enjoy. See, you will see my sister-in-law's little boy, you will see. She keeps on describing the photo. Even then, no one wished to see a photo, her album, children. This lady, she's not leaving the people over there. She compelled them to watch her photo. Woman 7 takes the offered photo reluctantly and looks at it vacantly. The surgery door opens and the dentist enters. He looks very hot and bothered. He looks very hot and bothered. He stands in the doorway. Now, woman 7, no, she really doesn't want to watch the album. But no, unwillingly she takes the album and she just keeps turning the pages. At that moment, no, the surgery door opens and dentist, he comes out. He stands by the doorway, no, by the entrance door he stands. Dentist, I'm fed up with this. I'm offered to get someone who knows something about the job. Now this dentist, he comes out of the room and he says, I'm fed up of this job. No, I want someone who is really someone who knows the job better. I want a person who really could do this job better than me. The dentist strides across the stage and exits left. For a moment, woman 2, man 4 and woman 5 sit gaping. Then woman 1 wails as woman 2, woman 7 and the little girl stands and make for the door left. Dentist, he just walks out of the door. He comes out of the surgery room, moving on the stage, again coming in. He just keeps moving on the stage, and for a moment, no, for some time, woman 2, man 4 and woman 5 all, no, they keep gasping. No, they are just looking at the photos, or they might be just looking around. Then woman 1, no, she's wails, no, she keeps crying. As woman 2 and 7 and little girl, no, they stand and make for the door left. They just, woman 2 and woman 7, no, they really want to come out. Man 7, this is the end, I am off. Now man 7, he couldn't tolerate what all happening, no, he's fed up and he says, pray, I don't want to be here. I really want to leave the dentist. Saying this, he moves out. There are cries of, me too, so am I. Here I go, exit. And all except woman 1 and woman 5 go out in a hurry. And others too, no, they keep crying, shouting, oh, no, even I too want to leave the clinic. Even I don't want to be here. Me too, in the sense, the others who were sitting over there, no, one after the other, they say, no, even I too want to leave the clinic. Saying that, everyone, they leave the clinic. Except woman 5 and woman 1, they are left in the waiting room. Woman 5, really, people are very rude. Woman 5, she says, no, people are very rude people nowadays. They don't have any courtesy at all. No, what a rude people these are. Woman 5 looks at the wailing woman 1. She is looking at the woman 1. Woman 1, she is sobbing over there. No, she is in a sad tone, sobbing there. Whatever is the matter, my dear. Woman 1, it's Joe, poor Joe, goodness knows what stage he is now. No, woman 1, she goes, woman 5, she goes to woman 1 and she asks, what's the matter, dear? What happened? Why are you crying? Why are you sobbing? No, woman 1, she says, oh goodness, what's happening on my Joe? My Joe is in a sad, he's in a pity condition. I really feel the sad thinking of my Joe. She just says about her husband to woman 5. Joe? Who is Joe? And what's the matter with him? See, I said, no, children, woman 5, she's not bothered what all is happening in the clinic. She knows nothing. Only now she's asking to woman 1, Joe? Who is Joe? What's happening here? What's the matter? She keeps asking. Woman 1, I am afraid to go in now. I am afraid to look. Joe's my husband and that awful dentist has been working on him. He is in there. Woman 1 points to the surgery. Woman 1, she says, oh, I am afraid Joe, my husband, no, is in the surgery room and this dentist is working on my husband. All the unwanted equipments is working on my husband. What has happened to my husband? I don't know. I really want to see him. He is in the dentist. He is in the surgery room. Pointing to the surgery room. Woman 1, she says, my husband is in surgery room. Woman 5, well, I don't suppose he has come to any harm. Woman 5, she says, don't worry, dear. I suppose he might have not come across to any harm. Not come across any harm, na? No harm might have occurred him. That's the meaning. Woman 5 sits beside woman 1. I tell you what, dear, you need cheering up. Here, you just have a look at my holiday photos. They'll ever so cheerful. Now woman 5, no, she sits beside woman 1 and she's tried to calm down. She says to woman 1, oh, don't worry dear, nothing will happen. This is that now I think you must cheer up. No, you are in a sad condition. I think you must cheer up now. See, I'll give you one suggestion. Do look at my holiday photos. You will enjoy my holidays photo. Your mind will change. You will cheer up. Woman 1 breaks into fresh sob. Listening to this, now once again she starts crying. See, woman 1, she's much worried. She's worried of her husband. What has happened to her husband? She's worried. And this lady, this woman 5 lady, she's not leaving her. She wants even her to look at her album. Oh dear me, where's that very amusing one? Woman 5 looks through her photograph. I must have lost it. Ah, yes, it will probably be over there. Now, as she keeps showing her photographs to her, no, she keeps looking. Oh, where is that photo? Where is that album? Wait, I'll show you my photo, this photo, that photo. Oh, no, she pretends as if her photos are very, her photos are very valuable, very important. Woman 5 walks across to her previous position and starts looking for the lost photograph. Woman 1 continues sobbing. Enter man 1 from the surgery. Now, woman 5, no, she walks across the previous position. No, she keeps searching for photos. And woman 1, no, she continues sobbing. At the very same time, no, man 1, he enters from the surgery. Is coming from the surgery. Man 1, why? Whatever is the matter, Emily? Now he comes out of the surgery room. He is asking his wife, Emily, her name. What happened, Emily? He asked her. Woman 1, Joe, are you all right? Let me look at you, Joe. Of course, I'm all right. Why shouldn't I be all right? No, woman 1, no, she's shocked to see her husband. Oh, Joe, you have come out. What happened, Joe? Are you all right? Are you fine? Man 1, no, he's shocked. What happened, Emily? Why are you treating me in a different matter? I'm fine. Why shouldn't I be fine? He's asking. Woman 1, she says, but Joe, all that hammering and sawing. Man 1, oh, that was only the dentist trying to force opening his instrument cabinet. No, woman 1, she says, but what is the sound, Joe? I was much worried, no, sitting outside, I could hear this hammering sound, sawing sound, all. What was that happening, Joe? Was all this instrument treated on you? What was happening? She keeps asking her husband. Man 1 says, oh, that noise, that's nothing, Emily. It is, this dentist, he was trying to open his instrument cabin. No, his cabin was locked and he was trying to open that cabin, some cupboard. Woman 1, his cabin? Yes, you see, he has lost the key. Woman 1, so he hasn't done anything to you, Joe? Now, man 1, he says to his wife, Emily, nothing has happened. Dentist has lost his cupboard key. So he was trying to open his cupboard. Now, nothing has happened to you, Joe? He's asking. Hasn't he done anything to you? Man 1, not a thing. And I can't wait any longer this morning. I have made an appointment with him for this evening instead. The nurse gave me some pills to deaden the pain in the meantime. No, nothing. He didn't treat me. Just to reduce my pain, the nurse gave me some tablets and I can't wait for a long time. That is why I came out of the surgery room. And I got the appointment for evening. The same day evening appointment. I have fixed the appointment for the evening. I must go to work. If I wait here for longer, I'll be late to work. Doctor, he has not treated me. Instead, I'll see him evening. Woman 1, oh, Joe, I was so upset. Man 1, well, it's all right now, Emily, so let's go. Now, listening to this, no, woman 1 says, oh, Joe, I was really sad, no, thinking that I thought all this instrument is used on you. I was really sad. Now, man 1, he says, okay, Emily, now let's go. Woman 1 and man 1 go out left. A moment later, the nurse enters from the surgery. She is walking across the stage when the dentist enters left. The dentist is waving a key. Now, woman 1 and man 1, both they leave the stage. And this nurse, no, she enters the surgery room, and she's just walking across the stage. Whereas dentist, no, he enters from the left side and he keeps waving the key. Waving the key, no, children, he's showing the key to the nurse. He's showing the key to the audience, to everyone coming on the stage. The dentist is showing the key. Dentist, I found it. Believe it or not, but it was under the telephone directory. What an awful waste of time. No, dentist, he says to the nurse, finally I found the key, nurse. It was under the telephone directory. What an awful waste of time. Awful waste of time, na? What a time waste. Such a long time we have wasted. In search of the key, we have wasted our time. It's all waste of time. Nurse, I'm afraid the first patient couldn't wait. However, he made an appointment for this evening. Dentist, fair enough. I'll take the next patient. Now, nurse, she says, oh, doctor, first patient, he couldn't wait for a long time. So, he has made an appointment for the evening. Dentist says, okay, never mind. Let's move on with the next patient. Dentist goes into the surgery. Nurse turned to woman 5, who is still looking at her photographer. Nurse, now madam, the dentist is ready. Now, dentist, he says, okay nurse, call the next patient. Now, nurse, she comes out to the waiting room. She sees woman 5 still looking at her photographer. Now, nurse, she comes to woman 5 and she says, ma'am, it is your turn. You can see dentist now. Woman 5, she looks up. Do you mean me, miss? Nurse, yes. Would you step into the surgery, please? Now, woman's nurse says, ma'am, it is your turn, ma'am. You can see the dentist. Oh, it's my turn. Nurse says, yes, ma'am, it's your turn. You can get inside the surgery room now. Woman 5. Dear me, that long queue did move quickly, didn't it? Woman 5, she says, oh, what a long queue was here. The queue has moved very fast, no? Doctor is he's so kind that he has seen the patient very quickly. That is how the queue has moved fast. Woman 5 follows the nurse into the surgery and curtain. So, woman 5, she follows the nurse and curtain falls. Actually, what happens, children, I hope you'd have understood. But anyways, I'll tell you what happens now. This dentist, he has lost his cupboard key. All his equipment is left inside the cupboard, and he has lost the key. He keeps searching for the key. He couldn't find the key, and to break open the cupboard, that is why he says nurse to bring hammer, cutting plier, and saw blade. All this equipment is used on the cupboard to open the lock of the cupboard. These instruments are not used on the patient. But the patient sitting in the waiting room, they thought all this instrument was used on this dentist is using all these patients all this instrument is using on the patient. And when the dentist, he comes out of the room saying that I hope some good man who knows the job could do it, they think this dentist, he doesn't know to treat the patient. He is looking out for some other better doctor, better dentist is looking out, thinking that they think this dentist is utter waste, and that's why they leave the clinic. Actually, he comes out saying that he is looking out for better person who could break open the cupboard. He couldn't break open the cupboard, so he's looking out for the better person who could break his lock, who could break the lock of the cupboard. And here the patient who is sitting outside, they misunderstand the doctor, he doesn't know the work properly, and apart from that, he is using all this instrument on the patient. That is what, children, where you misunderstand, no? All certain wrong things happen. We must judge the thing correctly. The lesson says that don't have false thought in your mind. Instead, investigate the matter. Think in the right way. Where you think in the right way, for sure everything will go on good. Yes, children, I hope you would have understood the lesson. Anyways, children, go through the lesson. Read the text. The lesson will give you better understanding. After my after my explanation video, children, I want you to read the lesson. Do read the lesson, children. Again and again I keep saying the same thing. I want you to read the lesson, children, at least once. It is a request, children. At least once I want you to read the children. I want you to read the lesson. For sure you will understand the lesson better. Yes, children. Meet you in the next class. Until